He also enjoys solving complex problems, experimenting with new ideas, and constantly learning to improve his craft. Whether it's designing scalable systems or diving into low-level optimization, yeah, Shivam is always up for a challenge. Thank you once again, Shivam, for joining us. I think we can kick things off. Maybe if you can just maybe share a little bit more about yourself or something, so that way we can just get started. Thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you so much, David, for introducing me. So, hello everyone. My name is Shivam Singh, and I'm an engineer. I am an AI engineer at EGL Private Limited. But right now, I'm just switching to another company called Installing. So, yeah. So, a little bit about me. Like, I'm an AI engineer, passionate about in building an intelligent, efficient systems. And I love exploring how AI and cloud computing and optimization techniques can push the boundaries of technology. So actually, let's let me share something and let's start this awesome session on prompt engineering and that getting AI to perform better. So can everyone see my screen? Can you please confirm?
Yes, we can.
Yes, yes, we can see your screen. But if you can
Thank
make it to be like a slideshow, so that we can only see your presentation and not your entire menu.
you. Okay. Give me a second.
All right. So, guys, today Shivan will be talking to us about prompt engineering, and this is a subject that is very interesting and very, very crucial for each and every one of us here to have, because whether it's image generation, whether it's regular text generation, video generation, the results you're going to get is going to be heavily dependent on how you prompt or what you communicate with the AI. So that's what this course is going to be about. Shivam already has decades of experience in the field, so he's going to break it down for us. And from his experience, he's going to explain to us the best practices for us to use to get the best results from this.
Okay.
Yeah, Shivam, I think
Thank
we
you
can
so
carry
much,
on.
David. Uh, Okay, so let's start the session. So, I welcome all of you to this session, AI Fundamental for the Curious. And the today's topic is prompt engineering and getting AI to perform better. So, let's start with the basic introduction. What we're gonna do today, and what topics we're gonna learn. What exactly is prompt engineering? So, like prompt engineering, like it is the practice of prompt engineering is the practice of designing efficient inputs that called prompts to guide the AI models like ChatGPT or Gemini to produce better and more accurate, useful outputs. Since like we know that ChatGPT or Gemini is a large language model, which we know that how a large language model works. Like it kind of a prediction engine that takes input as a text sequentially and then predicts what following token should be based on the data it was trained on, a kind of an iterative process. So when you write a prompt, you're attempting to set up the LLM to predict the right sequence of tokens to produce accurate output. So since these models respond based on patterns in language, the way you phrase your prompt can dramatically change the quality of the response. We will see some examples later, and also I created a Streamlit web app where we will see to compare the some techniques of prompt engineering, like how it works when we improve using some techniques of the prompt engineering, the model quality, the output quality of the models. Okay, so yeah, so what I'm saying that by using techniques such as clear instruction, rule assignment, step-by-step reasoning, and providing some example, prompt engineering can help users to unlock full potential of AI for tasks like writing, coding, analysis, and creative work. So it is a vital skill for making AI work more reliable, efficient, and aligned with human intent. Even some big tech companies like Nvidia hire people for prompt engineering to get better outputs, because obviously large language models, large language models are nothing but kind. Let's say if you take an example, it is like kind of a book that contains every kind of knowledge, like either it's from content generation, it is coding, or some analysis. It only depends on your creativity and how you extract the answers from a book. Like let's say if you and ask a question, what is the capital of France, and it gives you an output. And let's say you ask what is artificial intelligence, and it gives you an output. But if you refine your prompts or refine your inputs asking, then it you will get more structured outputs. So it will depend on you that how you ask questions about to AI. So okay, so let's proceed further. Some learning objective. Okay, so understand what prompt engineering is and why it is crucial for efficient AI interaction. Identify the difference between poorly structured and well drafted prompt. We will see that later, because I have some like I have created something, so we can see. And also there's a thing of agentic framework. So Agno is an agentic framework that uses that this the feature called teams, which is nothing but using good prompts, so AI agents will work in teams to get you a better output. And I'll show you later about what I'm talking about. And uh, and also software called bold.new, if you all know, it is like it is used for uh, task like generating websites from scratch, like full stack website you can use it to create. So yeah, so these are some learning objectives. We will demonstrate how prompt design affects the quality and accuracy and creativity of AI outputs for examples. And we will evaluate and refine our own prompts for different use cases like writing, coding, and research and summarization. We will do an experiment also. Let's move further. Just before a brief overview, just that that I talked that prompt engineering at this process, the whole process involves tinkering to find the best prompt, optimizing the prompt length, evaluating style or structure relation. There's a thing that I told you now called uh, the bold.new, which they are using. So if I give you if I give an example how prompts can improve things. So let me show you what that. I'm sharing something, and give me a second, guys. So if you see this screen, guys, so it is a repository or of bold.new, and bold.new is nothing but tool which we can use to create full stack web application from scratch. So you can see how prompt engineering can like change the whole structured outputs of the LLM. Like here you can see there's a this is the prompt there the whole organization is using to like generate full stack web application with great UI and features. Like you can see that here the role based and it involves many techniques of prompt engineering that we will see later in our this session. So you can see here the whole prompt they are using, like important, and they are using some artifacts. So what kind of prompt and what the whole code structure look like. So this is the thing that why prompt engineering is very important. Like they are given some instructions like think holistically and comprehensively before creating an artifact. This means consider all the relevant files in the project. So this all means that how prompt engineering can change the paradigm of how you are creating things. So this whole file, if you can see, there's almost 300 lines of code of all just prompt to get some good results. So let's back to the slide. So yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. How prompt engineering is so much good in like if we are building something like that kind of project. So how prompt engineering plays a vital role uh, in creating this big web applications or softwares. So let's move forward. There are some terms in prompt engineering. So uh, it's called let's say some techniques called zero shot prompting, few shot prompting, chain of thought prompting, role prompting, temperature network. So I'll explain it sequentially. So what zero shot prompting and all is kind of techniques how you can use a prompt in a specific way. Some like researchers have like created some specific ways or techniques so you can like write prompts. So like giving instruction and example. So here is you can see zero shot prompting, asking the model a question without giving an example, translate this into Spanish. So whatever when you go to ChatGPT and like ask a question like what is the capital of France, so it is nothing but zero shot prompting. You are just giving an input to the large language model to ask a question. It's pretty simple. Like when we use zero shot prompting when we are doing some kind of work which is quick, easy, but this is like less reliable for tricky tasks. If you move through few short prompting. So in few short prompting, we provide some examples in the prompt to guide the model. Like example, turn the following sentence like hello to hola in Spanish, and when you try to ask an LLM like now translate maybe in Spanish, then why it helps like AI sees how you want to the answer to be formatted, so it gives you more structured output. Then there is a thing called role setting or prompting, in which assigning a role to the artificial intelligence or the LLM to make its tone, knowledge, or behavior more online. Example, you are a math teacher. So what we see previously in the repository of bold.new that was talking, which is used to create a full stack web applications. So the main thing they are using is role prompting, where they are assigning a role that you are an expert software engineer in creating web applications. So they are using role prompting. So even you all can go to bold.new website and can try by creating but just giving prompts, whatever kind of website you want to create. It is a very great no code tool if you want to create some website, and you can see how much prompt can improve the model performance. You can see the real power of like prompting. Then next, if we moved more like extracting something more from the large ML model. So we come to this chain of thought prompting, like encourage the AI to explain reasoning step by step, useful for logic-based tasks or complex queries. So as we all know that DeepSeek, which is a very hype up thing in recently, by it is a large language model that is created by Chinese. So what they do that they use this chain of thought prompting. They basically it is a recursive process in which the large language model kind of correct itself, or also like like anyone want to ask some question or anything? Hello.
Are
No,
all good.
it's all good, Shivam. We usually allow questions at the end of the lectures, so that everyone will be
Okay, okay.
able to concentrate on the subject
Sure, sure,
matter.
sure, sure. Okay, okay, let me continue. Okay, okay.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, chain of thought prompting. So like AI asking artificial intelligence to list its reasoning step before giving a final answer. Let's say you are asking some very complex question, like from any reasoning question that requires critical thinking. So what you do that you ask the AI to let think step by step, and we also do in general when we like let's say we create some code using some LLM. So when we see that the quality of the code is not good, so we itself put this kind of thing, that chain of thought, like uh, let's think step by step, so then the output quality also like improve. So the benefit is often more accurate on math or logical question we are using. So what DeepSeek, the Chinese model do, they are using a chain of thought prompting to improve their output. So and Singh, like using this function or module in their large language model, you can see the hype of DeepSeek, like they literally beat ChatGPT's large language models, which is I think a beyond awesome thing. And also a thing called self consistency, like asking the AI to solve multiple times in slightly different ways, then pick the answer that shows up the most often. Like some the benefits are reduces the chance of one-off mistakes. Okay. Like in let's say, and then next thing is breaking hard problems into small ones. uh, Least to most. Break a complex question into series of similar sub questions. So, like what like AI do? Like let's say if you ask him question, example for you ask some age related question that we see in reasoning, like if my age is now is let's say I'm 4 years, and after some years I'm that years. So basically reasoning level question. So it break down the complex question into into simpler sub questions and then solve it. So this is the approach LLM takes if you use chain of thought counting and give you better, accurate, and good results. Now, there is an other thing in prompt engineering called using outside knowledge, which is retrieval. So in this method called retrieval augmented generation, which is called RAG, that first pulls the relevant facts from a document or a database, then feed those facts to the AI as part of the prompt. So analogy is like giving the artificial intelligence a mini Wikipedia entry before asking the question. So you are obviously we know that the any LLM does not know about your personal information, so or anything latest. So what we do, we can use RAG approach to tackle this problem. Like let's say you have a PDF from your school, but obviously the large language model doesn't know about that. So what we do that we use that PDF, we put in the RAG approach, and we get some structured output. So in RAG, basically we use series of prompts in each steps. Like when we are taking that a document, let's say you have a PDF, so you upload the PDF, and that whole PDF will be read it, and then stored in a vector store, and then it will be retrieved. So when to use this kind of RAG approach? When you need very accurate and up to date information. Then becomes another thing called tuning the AI behind the scenes. So we also use some training and prefix tuning, soft prompts. So instead of writing words, you train a small set of extra invisible tokens that guide the AI. So like benefit is you don't change the whole AI model, just a tiny add-on. So like if you know if you know the thing called which say fine tuning. So if you fine tune the model little bit more, so it performs better. And we can fine tune our models using prompts and using the RAG approach. Okay. Now, how we control the style and output. So there are things uh, 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 in prompt engineering called temperature and sampling. So, like LLMs do not formally predict a single token. Rather, LLMs predict probabilities for what the next token would be. So so there are some things called temperature and sampling techniques come like top K and top P, and I'll explain it. So, what temperature plays a role in prompt engineering? So, uh, if you go to ChatGPT Playground, you can see a thing called temperature. What we do, we use the temperature to get uh, answer, to get the answer, what it will be like. It's like it controls the degree of randomness in token selection. Like if you lower the temperature, like it ranges from 0 to 2. So if you lower the temperature, what it will do, that it will like give more safer or more predictable or more factual answers. But if you high the temperature, it will give you more creative or very variety of responses. But higher temperature are have the chances to hallucination and give random inputs. So what hallucination is? So hallucination is nothing but it is giving you something like that is only garbage. Let's say sometimes you also face like you ask AI something and it is giving something very random output. So that thing is called hallucination. We also use so we talk about temperature and what is top K and top P. So top K is nothing but like selecting top of tokens to get the answer, and top P is like imagine it like picking a desert from 100 option, but picking 100 of the options and picking till you get 90% satisfied that you are like this is more than enough, or like it stops your cravings. Okay, so there are also some things called format specifiers, like ask for a bullet point, stable code blocks, etc. to get answer in the shape you need. Like sometimes you have asked ChatGPT to give me this answer in table or give me this difference in table. You can see the ChatGPT immediately gives you the response in table and differences. So it is a prompting technique. So whenever you gives the so it comes in the category of format specifiers. So you like give the LLM like whatever what kind of output structure in what structure you want. So like you want your output in table, so what it does is it gives you the output in table. Okay, so yeah, that's the whole thing of prompt engineering. And let's move forward. I'm talking about the prompt engineering. We're talking about that. Few short engineering, chain of thought prompting, role-based prompting, instruction form, and plus formatting format. So how prompt engineering help users? Obviously, because till now we have studied like what prompt engineering, what techniques we can use to like refine our outputs. But how it will help users or engineers or researchers? Because this is the main thing. Obviously, like using the techniques to get something. So first thing is better output quality. We know that if you are building something, the output quality is very very important because clear prompts give you more relevant and useful responses. So let's say you are using chain of thought prompting with lower temperature, it will give you very very awesome responses. It will remove the ambiguity and helps the model understand your intent. Also, you can customize your AI behavior. Like role prompting can make the model act like a doctor, act like a teacher, act like a lawyer, etc. So you like give a role to your LLM, like act like a lawyer that knows all the information about the sections, the laws and everything. So it will act more biased according to the behavior that you assign. You can like increase control, help users to guide the tone, formal, informal, length, and the format. Also, it saves time. With good prompts, you get what you want in one or two tries. Obviously, like let's say you are writing a code and you want something to fix. But if you write very very low quality prompts, let's say just fix it. So what is that? It will maybe it will change your whole code base. But if you use good prompting techniques, then it will save the time without like going from one to two tries to like uh, debug your code or change or refactor your code. You can do it in just one go. So how prompt engineering reduce errors and hallucinations? So what are hallucinations that I've already told? Hallucinations are confident but factually incorrect responses from an AI model. Here's an example. Barack Obama was born in Canada, which is false. But artificial intelligence might say it is if it is prompt is vague. Obviously this is false. So because it gives you a response in so much confidence that you feels like, oh, it is true. If you don't double check it is. So prompt engineering can reduce this hallucination because major companies face this error of hallucination. So we can use prompt engineering to remove this hallucination. And many of the big tech companies working like how they reduce hallucination. So if you are working on some research area, you can use this prompt engineering techniques, and you can go deep in prompt engineering to give a solution how you can reduce hallucination in large language models. So here are some examples on points that engineering can reduce this by adding constraints. Like example, only use facts from the source or cite your sources. So like it will not use external sources knowledge. But what exactly we are doing in our RAG approach, retrieval augmented generation approach, in which we are giving a document which have and when we ask some question, it will give you exact answer according to your source that you are giving it. So it will not hallucinate, obviously, because it is giving answers from your source. It will give in clear context. Example like use only WHO guidelines to answer the health query, which is we know that some things are very critical if you are asking from a large language model. So we can't take a chance of hallucination. Like if let's say you are asking for a medicine from a large language model, and if it hallucinate, it maybe the patient life can be more danger. So because obviously, if the model hallucinate on that time, it like the life of the patient can be in danger. So we have to giving the clear context. Obviously, we use large language models in medical terms also, but obviously the researchers use very good prompting techniques to reduce this hallucination. Now, also, third point is asking for step-by-step reasoning helps the model to think more carefully before concluding. Exactly what I'm talking. I think saying in chain of thought prompting when user says that hey generate these responses, but think more carefully before concluding. So like it will carefully generate the resources without hallucination. And using verification prompts, we can use that like doubly check your answer before finalizing. So it will uh, uh, doubly check the outputs the LLM generates. And fifth point is avoiding ambiguity. Vague prompts lead to guesses. Precise leads to accuracy. That's the main. So this is all what prompt engineering. So you don't need to be a data scientist or a machine learning engineer to be a prompt engineer, because obviously everyone can write a prompt, because it all depends how creative you are or how you can extract the information from the ocean of information the LLMs are today now. Okay, so my fan thoughts are prompt engineering isn't just a technical trick, it is a critical communication skill, obviously. So, as an AI become more powerful, the ability to guide it properly will define how useful it to student, developer, researchers, and business professionals. A well crafted prompt can boost productivity, reduce miscommunication, improve the output quality, and minimize the bias error. Okay, let's move. So here are some example, and I will show you the Streamlit app also that I have created. But let's see the example also. So I have already shown you this example where the big company that is a no code tool which generates full stack web application use this prompt. So I have already shown you this example. Let's see this example also, which is used by a very popular agentic AI framework. So what agentic AI is? In simple terms, we can say that it is just a LLM on loop with some tools. So you can conclude like that what agentic AI is. So let's move forward to say what this agno teams is. It is. So okay, let me share the screen of agno teams. So here, guys, you can see build autonomous multi-agent system with agent teams. What teams is, you can see here. I am I'm gonna show you. Like here it is. You can see clearly that they are making something called a series or a team of agent, which has three type of routing modes: a route mode, coordinate mode, and collaborate mode. So this here is an English agent. We are define a role. We are there like you only answer in English. So now I have prompted it like you only answer in English. So what English agent will do that it will only answer in English, and it will not hallucinate like to answer something in Chinese or something in French. So they have like attached another agent like Chinese agent and French agent to answer in Chinese and French. And in last, so you can see here like they defined the role. The here the prompt technique come the role prompting. So he defined the role like you only answer in English, so it will not hallucinate and give a structured output. And when he's creating a multi-language team is what like it consists of various agents that can like answer user queries in various languages. So you can also see here like they are using different models like GPT-4o, DeepSeek Chat, Mr. Latest for all different agents and different works. And in last, it curated all the agents and gave a very good description and instruction also. So here come the magic of prompt engineering. So like if you ask how are you in all supported languages, it will give you very good responses. So it is just one example. You can see various examples on their website on this agentic AI framework. If you want to create some good projects, you can use this platform to create your agentic AI like agentic AI projects. It has not only Teams function; it has various of things you can like explore. Okay, so let's move to now. Now I will show you what I have created for all of you, so like we can understand more better what what really prompt engineering is. So as I already told you about the techniques that we use in prompt engineering. So let me show you what I have created for all of you guys. Just give me a second. Okay. I hope all of you can see my screen. Prompt engineering demonstration. So here we will see in action what really prompt engineering is doing and what we have learned till now. So because I believe that without proper demonstration, something is off. So let's see that what we can what prompting engineering techniques is. So we have learned basic zero shot prompting like where we just give the prompt directly to the LLM, like tell me about the artificial intelligence, and when I click generate response, I hope it will not crash because I created this it very fast for our session. Okay, so let's wait for the response. So it has some okay, I got the response. Okay. Why this technique works? Okay, so response is the artificial intelligence often operated as AI branch of computer science. It is a it is a good output. Okay, now we are seeking also see why this technique works. So basic zero shot prompting is an effective prompt engineering technique because it enables the language model to generalize from previously seen example as it now unseen task. This is particularly advantage in situation where training data for a specific task is scarce or unavailable, where we just like giving the example directly. So it has all the techniques like specific instruction, role prompting, few short learning example, chain of thought, format specification, system design prompting, persona, temperature variation, and iterative refinement. So I will share you. I will share this code to David too, so like you all can explore the GitHub repository and like contribute it or add something more or use this as in your project for sure. So like okay, so if we click on chain of thought, it has a problem that we can see it is a good reasoning problem. If John has 5 apples and give to Mary, then buys three and eats one, how many apple does John have left? So we know we can clearly see it is a pretty good reasoning question. So if we generate the response, so is instructing the AI to solve the problem step by step and showing it is easy process. We can see the response. Step one: John starts with 5 apple and gives to Mary. So 5 minus 2 and it's equal to 3. Apple say like so. In last, we get the answer like John has 5 apples. So why this technique works? Chain of thought is an effective prompt engineering technique because it encourages continuity and coherence in the generation process. Let's see one more example. Let's say if we use temperature variation, like create a story opening exactly 3 centimeter above the time trigger. So here you can see the temperature is zero point 0.7. So what I have said in my session, that higher the temperature, it means more randomness in your answer, and more and less the temperature, it means the answers are more factual and stick to the topic. Let's say we generate it, and also I here tag about what temperature is. If the temperature is between 0 and 0.3, it is more deterministic, focused, and consistent responses. Okay. Here we got the response. Emerging from the swirling vortex of time, Sam will step out the cobblestone street, Victorian London, something like that. So we got some response. Okay. And why this technique works? Because temperature variation is an effective prompting technique because it forces the model to consider different context condition, leading to more robust and diverse responses. If you like, let's say we like drop the temperature from, let's say, point 1, and then generate the responses, and let's see the responses now. You can see the previous response is very literally very random, and here we can see the in heart of a in heart of a city, a man named Elliot step out this kind of portal, Victorian and a classic moonlight scaper. We like, you can see the response is more stick to the thing. Okay, so this is prompt techniques. You can use different prompt techniques here. From here, you can give your prompts also. This is not hard coded. You can give your prompts also, and there is a section called compare prompts where you will going to be compare. This is the most interesting part that I have created for all of you. So what will we do? We will compare different prompts. Let's say I have given a prompt called "Tell me about artificial intelligence," and I'm given a very more good prompt. You are a professor teaching artificial intelligence to undergraduate student. Explain the key concept of AI, its application, and ethical consideration in simple terms. So it is a very good prompt. So let's say the technique. Let's say we use let's say we use chain of thought, and for prompt we also use, let's say, chain of thought, and let's say we compare the responses. I hope it will not crash, guys. Okay. It will take time because it is generating both of the responses.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. I like I like the fact that there is a live presentation for us to be able to see how different prompts can produce different results. You say you have this on your GitHub, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, I will give this whole. I will push this to my GitHub, and I will give you to David sir. Then he will give you to all the students. And here's the responses, guys. Response A and response B, and the analysis between those two differences are also here. So I have put this like both responses use chain of thought technique, making them coherent, logical, and easy to understand. However, they differ slightly in tone, content structure, and the way they tackle the subject. Tone. The response A seems to be more academic and formal, while response B has slightly more conversational and accessible tone. Because obviously we improve the prompt here. So this is a thing I am very excited to show you all of you, that you can like compare the prompts using techniques, different techniques, and it will give you the prompts for both of the this, and you can also see the analysis or differences, so you can understand the prompt engineering very deeply. And so yeah, uh, this is the thing that I have created. And there is also something called prompt patterns library. So it is basically it is similar to this OpenAI playground that people use for like testing different prompts on different things. So yeah, I will share this code with David sir. Then it will provide you all with this whole GitHub repository, so you can like understand more better what prompt engineering is. So yeah, guys, let me end this session, and thank you so much for David sir for having me. And yeah, uh, this is a summary that I've told you. Thank you so much for all. So this is the session, and I think yeah, I'm going to be taking some questions for all of you. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for such a wonderful presentation. So, guys, you
Thank
know
you
how
so
we
much.
do it. So, if you have any questions, raise your hands, and then Isaac would have you unmuted, and then you can ask your question. And then let me know in the comment section what you enjoyed most about the lecture. At least just say one thing that you learned from this lecture. Um, so, Isaac, please unmute those who raise their hands so they can ask their
Also, you
questions.
can write your questions in the chat section, so we can like see that clearly.
Oh yeah, that works too. That works too.
All right, I would ask the first question. Please, could you recommend any course or material that we could use to learn more about prompt engineering for those of us who want to learn more and make full-blown course on it? It's an amazing session, and I like the practical example you gave us today, and I'm looking forward to playing with it. I believe I'm going to have fun. Or are there other resources to recommend if you want to learn more about?
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for having me. Thank you so much. I'm also very happy to like present this session to all of you. So if anyone can have a question, you can write in the chat box, and I'm very happy to answer any of the questions.
Okay. Yeah, so I have a question, Shivam. So my question is, during the course of your class, you mentioned that good prompt engineering, right? Good prompts can actually reduce hallucination. So my question is there a percentage to which it can reduce hallucination? Like, is there a max percentage that, let's say, for example, reduces it by 70% or something, or does it eliminate hallucination completely?
Yeah, okay. So, like to if you if you want to like eliminate hallucination using prompt engineering. So yeah, there are also some techniques we can use. There is a technique called fine tuning we can use to remove hallucination. But it is proved that we can't remove hallucination 100% because obviously the if you miss something in the prompt, or if you like uh, like do something in the tweaking with the internal structure, it will obviously hallucinate. So yeah, so like if you use using prompt engine, like you can be very clear and specific, like vague prompt, likely to hallucinate. So don't give some vague prompts like tell me about something, this company name, and if the company name it doesn't know about the LLM, it will obviously generate some random outputs, which is not good. So better prompt is like based on some that info, give the company information, or use the web for the information. So like it all depends on you, like not to be that creative to not the large model must to hallucinate. And like use some keywords, like use don't make things up instructions, like literally tell the artificial intelligence not to hallucinate. Just like give him like answer this for example, like answer this only if you're sure. If not, say I'm not sure to the LLM. So it will, so if the LLM is sure, then it will tell you the answer, and if it is not, then the LLM will tell you that I'm not sure. So also you can use the RAG based approach that I'm talking about. So yeah, so you can use this some techniques to like reduce hallucination in your project, but like you can't 100% reduce hallucination because as like recently we see the whole dot new repository, how good their prompt is because they have to generate various files in a very structured way and with very less error. So they are using very kind of techniques to like remove hallucination and remove errors. So yeah, these are the things you can use to like remove the hallucination.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. So that means, if I had you correctly, what you're saying is that also having what's it called, like having like proprietary data can actually help largely to reduce hallucination.
Can you please repeat?
I said, so if I had you correctly, one of the things you mentioned is that having like proprietary data, that's let's say a company, for example, having specialized data that is unique to them, right, that they can use to fine tune the model, that can also help alongside prompt engineering to reduce hallucination.
Yeah, you're right, sir. You're right. Actually, in that case, if data is very specific to a company, and obviously the LLM does not know about the data, so you can use that RAG approach to like completely remove, not completely remove, but almost remove all type kind of hallucination using the RAG approach. Okay, there's a question called why prompt engineering is good for us. Okay,
Awesome.
so uh, yeah, guys. So like if you all are students and you don't you like you all use Chat GPT and other LLMs in your daily life. I think for writing essay or writing some kind of code or debugging. So rather than just spending 1 or 2 hours just by saying fix it, and some using not good prompts, you can use this prompting technique, so your work will be done, the 1 hour work will be done in just 1 minute. So yeah, so this is how prompt engineering is good for all of you students and all of the people. So like without wasting time in just in a loop, like by saying that fix it on just using some prompts that will eventually hallucinate the model, which it will crash your code or it will change your code base. So you can use this prompting technique, so get a good accurate output. So you don't have to worry much about getting more errors for that. When you are using these techniques, you will get a more you will get less errors. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is all tomorrow. This is all from my side. If you all can doubt, can ask me. Yeah, Alicia, raising your hand. You can write it out in the chat section. I can so I can address more clearly.
All right. Isaac, please unmute Elisha so he can ask his question.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, organizers. Good evening, our amiable lecturer. Thank you so much for today's class. Even though I was cut off with network, and I believe I'll get back to this this lesson after now when the link is being dropped. Please, my question is, as developers, data analysts, who really needs the help of AI prompting, good prompting to get results. Please, how can we, make use of AI? Which, like, what kind of AI techniques, prompting technique can we use to give us, accurate um, prompting, like to give us accurate answers to our questions? Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So to get get more good results, you can use the what Chinese use in their model. Like you can use the chain of thought prompting. So, like, if you have a project and you want to use a large language model, like refine some code or do anything, and you does not want the LLM will like destroy your whole code or refactor your code base, you can use the prompting technique of role prompting plus chain of thought prompting. We can use assign a role of the dedicated LLM, like you are a very expert software engineer who writes code, so you would like define a role to that LLM, and using chain of thought prompting, you can like reduce the hallucination. So it will work and it will help you in the data analysis part or any machine learning project if you are doing. Thank you.
Awesome.
Any any
Awesome.
any other any other issues, guys, or any other questions for me or?
Thank you for that, Shiva. Does anyone have any other questions? We'll take just one last question and we'll call it a day. All right then. All right then. I think no one else has any other questions. Thank you so much, Shivam. This was really educative. I learned a lot from this myself. Thank you so much for collaborating with us on this.
Thank you so much, Devisa. Thank you so much for having me, and I'm also very happy to attend this session and share some prompting techniques, things to all of the students here. And thank you so much, all of you, for having me. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. So yeah, guys, the attendance for